What if I told you the strongest man who ever lived was also one of the weakest? Not weak in body, no. Samson could tear apart a lion with his bare hands. He could slaughter armies, break chains like they were threads, but his real weakness? Himself. This is the story of what it cost to be Samson. Before Samson ever took his first breath, his life was already decided. An angel appeared to his mother, a woman who had never been able to have children. And the message was clear: your son will be different, set apart, chosen. But there was a condition: no wine, no touching anything unclean, and most importantly, no razor shall ever touch his head, because his strength would come from that vow. Not magic, not genetics, a promise. And from that moment, Samson was never meant to live a normal life. Samson grew up different. Not just strong, unnaturally strong. The kind of strength that didn't make sense. But strength without discipline? That's not a gift. It's a weapon with no safety. And Samson didn't live like someone chosen. He lived like someone entitled. He chased what he wanted, did what he felt, ignored every boundary he was given. His first defining choice? He saw a woman, a Philistine, the very people he was meant to stand against. And he said, I want her, get her for me. No wisdom, no patience. On the way to meet her, the path felt quiet. Too quiet. No wind. No birds. Just silence, stretching. And then, a lion attacked Samson. A full-grown lion. Muscle, teeth, pure instinct. It didn't hesitate, it lunged. Most people would run. Some might freeze. Samson, he ripped it apart with his bare hands. No weapons, no hesitation, just raw, terrifying power. But he told no one. At his wedding feast, Samson made a bet, a riddle. Now this wasn't just a game, this was how these gatherings worked. Challenges, wagers, pride on the line. And Samson, he wasn't the kind of man to play small. A simple riddle, or at least that's what it sounded like. But underneath it, there was something else. Confidence, ego, the need to prove something. If you solve it, I'll reward you. If not, you pay me. It sounded fair, it sounded harmless. But Samson wasn't just making conversation, he was setting a trap. Or maybe walking straight into one. But they didn't play fair. They knew they couldn't beat Samson with strength, so they went another way. They threatened his wife Timnah. Find out or you die. And suddenly, this wasn't a game anymore. This wasn't about riddles. This was fear, real fear. So Timnah begged him, day after day after day. Tears, pressure, manipulation. And Samson, the strongest man alive, couldn't handle it. He gave in. He told. When Samson realized the betrayal, something snapped. Pure, uncontrolled rage. He killed 30 men, took their clothes, paid his debt, and walked away. As if that settled it, as if that made it right. But it didn't. It only started something deeper, something darker. Armies came for him, trained, armed, ready, and every time he defeated them. Once he picked up the jawbone of a donkey, not a sword, not a spear, a bone, and with it he killed 1,000 men. One man against an army. Every victory fed the same lie. I can't be stopped. But the moment you believe you're untouchable is the moment you become vulnerable. And then came Delilah. Not just another woman, not just another story. This time, it was different. This time, it was obsession. And the Philistine rulers, they saw the opportunity. Find his weakness, and we'll pay you. And just like that, the trap was set. She didn't rush. She studied him. She played him. Tell me the secret of your strength. He lied. She tried again, day after day, but Samson did not give in. But each lie, she got closer to the truth. Because Samson believed, I'll escape, like always. Until finally, he broke. Not because he had to, but because he believed nothing could happen to him. My strength comes from my hair. That night, he slept, fully trusting, fully exposed. And she cut it, not just his hair, his identity, his purpose, his connection. The strength was gone. The presence left. Samson woke up. I'll fight like before. But this time, there was nothing there. They captured him. No struggle, no fight left. The man who once broke chains now couldn't even resist. And then, they took his eyes. Not quickly, not mercifully. Violence, force, pain that didn't stop. His world went dark, not fading, gone. They chained him, dragged him, beat him. No honor, no dignity. The strongest man alive, reduced to something less than human. Made to grind grain like an animal. Round and round and round. In darkness, in silence. As days passed by, his hair, it started to grow back. When the Philistines gathered in large numbers under one roof, the Philistine temple to Dagon, to celebrate Samson's capture, Samson was brought in chains and tied to two large pillars of the temple to entertain the crowd. Among the celebrational chaos, there rose a mild voice, a desperate plea for strength, to avenge his enemies for his blinded eyes and treachery. One last prayer. O Lord God, remember me, I pray. Strengthen me, I pray, just this once, O God. And he pushed the two pillars with all his strength. Not with pride, not with anger, but with purpose. The pillars cracked, stone grinding against stone. The building shook, people screaming, chaos rising. That day, Samson killed more Philistines than he had in his entire lifetime. So what did it cost to be Samson? But maybe the real question isn't about him, it's about you. What would you have done with that kind of power? Would you have shown restraint, or would you have made the same choices? Ignored the warnings, believed you were untouchable? Because Samson's story isn't just history, it's a mirror. If this video gave you something to think about, let me know with a like, share your perspective in the comments, Pass it along to someone who'd appreciate it, and subscribe to this channel for more videos.